Hey, check it out, check it out. We had an eventful weekend. We had an eventful weekend. We got the NFL playoffs. We had Shannon Sharpe acting the fool at the Lakers game with the Grizzlies. You know them Grizzlies be talking a lot of mess. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with Uncle Shay in the Memphis Grizzlies. But before we even get into the back and forth and all that, y'all saw what Uncle Shay was wearing? The top? Good Lord, 3,000 on him. The shoes, the Air Jordan 1s, times Dior, 7,000. He had 10 on the top and the bottom. We ain't even talking about the watch. I know the pants was there too. Shay was out there stunting on him on the front row. But yeah, man, Dylan Brooks be talking. Clay got at him earlier this year. Bron got at some of the Grizzlies. You know, the Grizzlies like to do a lot of talking. Yeah. Ain't won nothing. They up and coming. They got some young gunners, but ain't won nothing and do a lot of talking. Shannon said Dylan wasn't big enough to guard Bron. Brooks was mad at that. Shannon said, Brooks said, F you. Shannon said, F you back. Come on now, this Uncle Shay, he ain't going to hold his tongue. Then he stood up and said, yeah, right here. Stand right here. Stand right here. I'm over here. Aquaman pulled up. That's Steven Adams. Shannon stood his ground. Usher came from the side. That's T. Morant. Jaws pops. Shannon said, hey, bro, you can get it too. You can get it too. So then it was. Brooks was still over there. Aquaman, Usher, Uncle Shay. Now, I don't think these basketball dudes really understand, bro. Yeah, y'all tall, y'all lanky, but y'all don't be in a weight room like that. Uncle Shay really still in the weight room. Uncle Shay looked like he fresh off the boat. That boy looked like he out of Wakanda Steel. Steven Adams, you just too tall. He probably gonna scoop you and dunk you. You got a shot, though. You got a little reach. T. Morant, if you don't stay your tail on the side, boy, my boy Jaws Pops over there built like Oscar Proud off the Proud family. And he over there running up. But with all that being said, we put a lot to do even with the thumbnail. You know, we had to get the thumbnail on you. We had to. Hey, my bad. Hey, I'm learning the YouTube game. With the thumbnail, we got Shannon versus T. Morant. But it really wasn't. He just came over late. It was really Brooks and Shannon going back and forth. And then Adams came over, and then Jaws Pops came over. But I do like that when Shannon came back, which was crazy, like, I don't think if it was anybody other than like a celebrity like Shannon Sharpe that they would have got allowed back onto the court, especially where they were sitting in the game that night. But when they did come back, I'm glad that Jaws Pops and Shannon did make up. Because that's one thing, because the media is going to blow it out of proportion. Obviously, you know, I'm here making jokes about it. It was funny. But, yeah, I'm glad they showed the two brothers making up, because it could have been a lot worse. And obviously they got separated, but it could have been a lot worse than it was if somebody would have got loose. I'm glad it was just a lot of words. You know, us as black folks, we get loud. We gonna argue back and forth, but that don't mean we gonna fight it all the time. You at the barbershop, and you gonna hear us going back and forth all the time loud. And we actually over there laughing, having a good time. We gonna be in the car, the room, the house, arguing. But that don't mean we gonna fight and be violent. We just expressing ourselves. But I'm glad that they did show them making up and that they did make up. But yeah, man, what y'all think? The Grizzlies be doing a lot of talking for a team that ain't did nothing. They got some young players. Obviously, Ja be doing his thing. They've won some good games, but they've been meaningless games. They haven't been to a conference finals. Obviously, they ain't been to an NBA finals. A lot of people got them on a hit list now. What y'all think about the Grizzlies? I like it. It's good for the game, but y'all got to win something at some point to keep doing all this talking, Grizz. So figure it out. Keep talking your shit. But you're going to have to figure it out at some point and win the big moments before we keep talking. Hey, we out. It's another one. We done with it. And keep coming back because you know we're going to keep dropping these bars.